Let's call some sellers. Just so you guys know, like, this is not scripted. I don't even know if these people are going to answer. I hope they do. And that's why I wanted to make sure and go over that deal in Arizona that was a lead that came in yesterday in case some of these people don't answer. Like, I haven't set anything up.
You're showing people what this is really like. It's not like they answer and they're just like, hey, how you doing, sir? What can I, you gotta call a couple times. But as you do that, I'll write down kind of the steps you're taking.
So Jody Davis is her name. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not. She came in as a lead this morning, and it is Upland. Well, the street is Upland Ridge, Northwest Conyers, Georgia.
Oh, bro,
I do a lot of advertising in and around Atlanta, and this is a suburb of Atlanta. I love Atlanta. Great market, great wholesale market, a lot of cash buyers, a lot of investors, a lot of hedge funds, a lot of all the above.
I grew up right there, brother. I grew up in Marietta, Georgia.
Right? Oh, that's right. I knew that.
Let's call her, man. What's up?
Let's call her. As we're talking, I'll probably get like Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com open and stuff. But let's call her, see if we can get on the phone first.
That just makes it real when you're looking at something or when you're talking to them.
Hello.
Hello, is this Jody?
Who's calling?
Jody, my name is Lane. I am calling because you had filled out some information on one of our websites about your property that you're trying to sell on Upland Ridge.
Yes.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good. Well, Jody, I wanted to reach out. I appreciate you finding us. What can you tell me about what you got going on there with that property?
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Well, just tell me a little bit about it.
I want to sell it. Like, what?
Okay.
I mean,
do you have a timeline that you're looking to do that in?
The sooner the better.
Okay. Well, you came to the right place. We are a cash buyer, so, we can close quick. We can buy it as is. Obviously, there's no real estate commissions or closing costs involved in it. So is the property currently vacant? Is it something you're looking to do quick?
No, I live in the property.
Okay. So do you already have another place to go and to live, or are you looking to like maybe rent back after we close for a little while until you find a place to go?
Yeah, I would probably need like 30 days after the closing date to be able to move out.
Okay. Well, we can accommodate.
I kind of just wanted to see like maybe a quote that you guys can give or something. I don't know. If you guys can give a quote.
Yeah. No, totally understandable. What's got you moving?
Me and my ex-fiance bought the house together anymore, so we're just trying to sell it. So we can part ways.
So is he on title?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is he on title? Like, is he an owner of the home as well?
Yes.
Okay, so
and he's willing to sell also.
Okay, he's on board?
He's willing. Yeah, he's on board. I just wanted to get a quote on how much you guys offer, because we already got a quote from Open Door, but I saw this ad on I think YouTube, and it was telling me you guys do quotes too. So I just wanted to see who was the better option.
Yeah, no, we definitely do. What did Open Door offer you?
$213.
Okay. So I've sold a lot of houses to Open Door, and I know how they operate. And just out of curiosity, have you made sure that's like the net number to you? Because a lot of times they'll give a price, and then if you accept it, then they take out all their fees out of that number.
Yeah, he told me the fees were, I can't remember. He told me the fees or something like that. I think it was like $3,600 or something.
So is that number, that the 213, is that after they've taken out the fees?
No, that's before they take out the fees.
Okay. And so what would be the net to you?
Currently we owe $163 on the house.
Okay. Well, I was trying to get to the bottom of what Open Door's offer was. So if they said 213, and then there's how much in fees off of that?
I think it was like $3,000, he said, after all the fees. So it would be like $210,000. Maybe $209,000 that they would give us.
Okay. And have they been out to see the property yet?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
We got an appraisal, and currently the appraisal is $230,000.
230. Okay.
Yeah.
And how's the overall condition of the home?
Everything's fine with it. The only thing is that storm that just happened, that tornado that touched down over by us. There's a portion of the roof that the shingles came off of. So I tried to get it covered by the insurance. They said it was like $4,000 to fix it, but that's like as much as my deductible. So they just, I'm just going to have to fix it. So it's about $4,000.
Well, I'll be honest with you. That's a pretty dang good offer if that's what they're willing to do cash. just be aware that, like I said, I've sold a lot of houses to the iBuyers, and they'll give you a price, they'll send you an agreement, you sign the agreement, and then they come out and do their inspection or their walkthrough, and then they hit you again for a price reduction for repairs. We always pride ourselves in, when we go to contract, we do everything possible. We're not going to ask for a price reduction. And so I would just be aware of that, and just, make sure you look out for that. Because it sounds like, to me, that's a very good offer. I mean, I wouldn't be able to get to that number of 210. I might be able to get close to 200. And that would, like I said, if once I get my guy over there to walk it and take the pictures and everything, and if it's, put together like we're talking about, I think that I could probably get close to 200.
Okay, that's okay though. Thank you.
Okay. Hey, I really appreciate you reaching out. Have you ever explored other options? Oh, I got hung up on.
That girl was sassy, bro.
Yeah, that was good, guys. That's what you call a smooth operator.
That was great. Man. Good job, bro. She kind of rattled you a little bit in the beginning, dude, because she's like, "What are you talking about?" You're like, "I think my question was pretty clear. Tell me what the problem is." But she was like, "What are you talking about?" That's
open doors hard to compete with, but I mean I've done it so many times, time and time again. It's like they give that price and they don't tell the owner that their fees are going to come out of that, and then they also don't have any estimated rehab. So once they sign the agreement, then they go out there and they do their inspection. They're like, "Oh, well, we need $25,000 for repairs." So
what's the plan on this one? I would definitely. This is definitely a motivated seller, mainly because of the situation. And I wrote it down, everybody, if you guys didn't see it. She broke up with her ex. So they broke up. She has an ex-fiance. They want to sell. He's in the hospital. We didn't really go too deep into that, which is fine. But there's obviously something going on. They probably need the money. She owes 163. She got an appraisal at 230. I don't really care about appraisals. I'm sure the ARV of this property, without looking at it, maybe it's like 250, 260 or something. So
I mean, Redfin's got a 261.
Right. So like even to get you close to 200 on a cash, it'd probably be tight.
Honestly, I was throwing it out there kind of to gauge her response, to see if like there's any discussion after she has her open door offer.
And yeah, no, for sure. And was really interested. Like 200 is still pretty close to the 210, and she's like, "Okay, thank you." Like there's something, I don't know. There's something going on. Do you mind if I give you a critique, Lane, or no critique?
No, please.
I don't want to roast you.
Please.
And same with me, when I make calls, critique me. I would just, when you called her, it sounded like she might have been in the middle of something, or she was just like, kind of like, what? Like,
oh, dude, you're right. You're totally right. I should have asked if this was a good time.
That's the one thing I would recommend, because you kind of went right into it. And I feel like you almost, you yourself, I could feel like maybe you felt like, I got to get through this quick. With that one question, hey, did I catch you at a bad time, or do you have 5-10 minutes to talk? You would have felt a lot more comfortable to, talk it through.
Good feedback for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's the only thing.
A couple things I want to touch on as far as positives, though, guys. And again, like a testament to been doing this for a minute, right, guys? When in the beginning, right, she was kind of a little bit of a aggressive tone, right? She sounded like she didn't really want to be on the phone, or she sounded like she was about to hang up any second, right? One wrong word.
Yeah.
If you guys noticed, he just kept moving the conversation forward, right? Naturally. And you know what happened? And this is what happens with so many sellers, right? It might start off rough, but when you keep just kind of moving the ball forward, it smooths out, they get in the groove of it, and then it turned into a perfectly fine conversation, right? And you just had to work through that little bit of that upfront barrier, that smoke screen that they put up initially, right? So kind of keep moving through that process, kind of no matter how their tone is in the beginning. And then the other thing that I love that you did, like pro move. Guys, the other offer, right? She's like, "Oh, open door 213. Guys, this is so great. You weren't like, "Oh man, they're lying, this, that." No, pushed her to, like, that's a great offer. You should take that. Like, absolutely, hands down. Guys, whenever there's and especially because the thing is, you know how the process goes. Even if you're like, "Oh, wait, but that's not a real offer, blah, blah, blah." And you kind of gave her a little bit of a heads up, which is good. Like, "Oh, hey, just keep an eye out for these things." But when you're like, "Yeah, that's a really good offer, you should move forward with that." The thing is, you're perfectly setting yourself up for when she does move forward with them, and then they walk in, they're like, yeah, we need to be 30 grand less. She's going to feel disgusted with that company and feel like, they wronged her. And then that's when she's like, hey, you know what, Lane, I had a really good conversation with Lane. I don't know what price exactly he's going to be at, but he was nice. I liked him. I trusted him. I'm going to have a conversation with Lane. Either I'm going to call him back, or when he sends me a follow-up text, call, or whatever, I'm going to continue that conversation. Now, the funny thing is, even if you're at the same price or lower, she would rather do the deal with you than with the other guys that misled her and kind of made her feel this really bad experience. And that's where
people love it when they feel you're genuine.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. That was good. That was a really great conversation.
Lane, actually, do you want to give any feedback, or not? Like, what did you learn? I got someone from the Venom he listened. Do you have anything that you learned?
No,
I'm a punching bag. Give it to me.
I thought you did good. You handled it very well. I like the range offer that you put on there. I would have kind of pressed a little bit different myself as, hey, okay, great. When she mentioned the 163, hey, what if you can walk away with $20, $30, or $40,000 in your account within the next 14 to 21 days? I know we were a little close on that gap, but I thought that you got a lot of good information. You handled it very well. You pushed right through her objections. I think she will be, she's still looking, so I don't think that it's a dead deal. I think there's still an opportunity.
At the end, when she hung up on me, when I asked her, have you explored any other options? That's how I can roll into creative or novation.
Right.
But I got hung up on. But sub 2 and seller finance is very difficult in a breakup. You got ex-husband, ex-wife.
They don't want to be tied.
And they want their money, right? They want their money, and they're like, nah, you ain't making payments to us. Like, we're done. Get us out of here. So
Lane, this is really good, because this situation that we all just saw, it happens a lot, because you just talked to someone that was motivated. I would say, like, yes, pursue this, but it kind of ended kind of like either she just hung up. I was kind of rude a little bit, to be honest. What are you going to do now? Would you call her again tomorrow and just act like that didn't happen? Would you text her and say, hey, sorry, I might have caught you at the wrong time, but I still have a couple questions. What's your plan?
She is definitely going to be in my follow-up campaign until she opts out. So I put them in my follow-up, and yes, I will call her. I'll probably give her more than a day. I'll probably give her a couple days and just see how it's going with that offer with Open Door, and just say, hey, I'm here. We're, love to give you a final offer if anything happens. So, and then she'll be in my follow-up. She'll constantly be getting text messages and emails from us until she opts out. That's definitely not turning into a dead lead.
Okay.
That is a very motivated seller right there.
Yes, it is. One thing that I would do if I were you, if this was my lead, I would text her right now and just like, hey, sorry, it seemed like I might have caught you at a bad time. I am really interested in the property still, and there's a couple options I didn't explain to you how I can buy properties. Love to hop back on in a couple days, or after you get your final offer from Open Door. Love to, be of any service. I think something like that.
I will do that.
Yeah, because I think if like you don't really engage or like get back with her until later, I don't know. I just would just touch on that and just be like, hey, I'm here. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Ready
man.
Next one?
Yeah, Lane, and I hope you're cool. I appreciate you just this feedback. I'm the same way. Calls.
I love it.
You guys are gonna have a lot for me, just because there's so much to remember, guys. I'm telling you. That's why it's such a skill set. Like, a lot of people think when they get into this game, they can just hop on and they're closing deals. It's like, guys, it's taken years for Lane and me and Nathan to master the skill and even it's a daily thing. Like, no one is born a great salesman, right? Some people can be born at communicating and talking well, but being a salesman, it's practice. Like, you talk to the best sales guys, they practice every day. So just, if you don't feel like you're good, it's okay. It takes practice and it takes time.
100% agree.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's Nathan Payne, and for the first time ever, we just released this insane training bundle that has literally everything that I've learned from doing a combined 4,000 deals in real estate, all from starting with absolutely no previous business background experience or any real estate experience. Plus, there's over $19,000 worth of free gifts that we're throwing in, all for an insanely low price. If you want to get your hands on this, be sure to click the first link on the description below right now.